or SOW is a narrative, a document, an artifact, which talks about the procurement scope of work. Goods, services, products, results, whatever needs to be delivered from that procurement, or which is expected from the seller organization, is going to be stated in there. This is created by the buyer organization or whoever is requesting this procurement. They are going to provide this. It should be coming from the buyer organization. Ideally in RFP or in tenders. Of course, what you need from the other organization, you are going to tell them. They can't get to know it by themselves. So this is statement of work. Procurement is statement of work or statement of work. So statement of work can be used in other contexts, like I said earlier. However, when it is for the procurement, it is procurement statement of work. The procurement statement of work is like it's a basis to develop the procurement documents, the other procurement documents that we have already talked about. And procurement statement of work is a huge help, and it's used as an input to the contracting process as well. So the procurement statement of work at times, as it is, goes in the contract, in the scope of work section for that procurement. But this last pointer is important. The scope baseline. Now we all know what is scope baseline. Scope baseline is that document which sets the baseline for your scope. It's a log version of your scope statement, and your WBS and your work packages, right? Sorry, WBS dictionary, not work packages. So that baseline can be taken as a primary document to get to know, about the subset of the work which is going to be awarded as a procurement contract to some other seller organization. Pretty much possible that your procurement statement of work is coming as a subset or as a part of the scope of work from your primary scope baseline for the whole project. For instance, in a certain project, we had to hire the designing and the marketing services from some other agencies, 2 separate agencies, and the remaining work for that project had to be done in-house within our own organization. So we initiated 2 different procurements at 2 different time phases in the projects, and whichever portion of the scope of work each of the vendors or select the prospective sellers needed to know, we had provided only that much in the statement of work from the overall scope baseline. So this is pretty much a possibility that your scope baseline is used to create a statement of work. The only way this is not going to be the situation is when the whole project is outsourced to, or you are procuring the complete services, including the scope specification establishment as well, from the vendor organization. In that case, they are not probably going to get anything from you. They are only going to get an idea that we want to do this, and everything for this project we are going to do for ourselves, including the scoping of this project. In that case, of course, we are not going to provide the statement of work in a detailed manner. Still, in that case, we need to provide a high-level statement of work to the prospective sellers.